It's time now for Ask the Coach, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, a proud corporate sponsor of the Vols. Visit them online at academy.com.
Welcome back to Ask the Coach, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Today I'm joined with Vol for Life coordinator, Mr. Antone Davis. Welcome, Antone.
Thank you.
Antone, your first question comes from Josh Haynes. He wants to know the biggest impact the VFL program has on former athletes.
I think the biggest impact that Vol for Life has is that we found a way to let players know we still love you, we still want you around, come around, we throw some great events for them, and the biggest thing is we're not asking for anything except their presence. So I think that's a huge impact for all these former players that feel like they're still a part of the program.
And you have many events during the year that incorporate VFLs as well as the current student athletes. So we talk about that interaction and the importance of that.
Well, one of the biggest things we do is we'll hold a job fair in February. And what that'll take place, well, what'll happen is we'll have all these former players who are now successful business owners, and they'll get a chance to sort of mingle and mentor, at least for an evening, some of the guys that are current players and maybe not will make it to the NFL. Those guys have to now find jobs, they have to be out in the community and making those contacts, and this is a great way for them to be able to do that.
And Antone, we have another question from Martha Watts this time. She wants you to share your favorite memory of being VFL coordinator.
One of the greatest things that I see that happens with VFL is when you have former players who say, I haven't seen my roommate in 40 years. Or for example, when you have Al Wilson running through the tee right next to Pat Shires. Pat Shires played in the 50s, Al Wilson played in the 90s. When you can have that kind of connection, that's a great moment for me as VFL coordinator.
That's awesome. And Doug Howard wants to know, what's the importance of extending our arms to make new and old VFLs feel part of the volunteer family?
Well, it's extremely important. I mean, we say we're one Tennessee. We want our former players to know that they're certainly a part of that. We often talk about the traditions of Tennessee and what Tennessee has meant over the years. Well, that was created by people and in large part by these players. So we want them to understand that, hey, our arms are wide open for you. And Coach Jones has done a fantastic job of letting everyone know that they're welcome back. They're welcome back to practice anytime. They're welcome to come back to the facility. That's extremely important to create this family environment.
And when our student athletes graduate and they do not go on to play professionally, how valuable is it to have this VFL program in place so they know that they're always welcome back and they still are part of this brotherhood?
Well, we say once you're a Vol, you're a Vol for life. You know, if a guy leaves, he does not get his degree, he goes down a different path and decides to come back, we have a program called the RAC program, the Renewing Academic Commitment. So we're going to stick with these players to make sure they get their degrees. If a guy does get his degree, goes out and he's looking for a job, we want to stay connected with him so that he can continue those relationships and hopefully come back to Knoxville, embed himself in the community, and get a great job right here locally.
Thank you for your time, Antone, and thanks for being VFL coordinator.
Thank you.